Plates ready? This is Food School, Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Want to feel amazing, love the way you look in the mirror, and perform your absolute best in the gym, at work, and in life? You're definitely in the right place. Food, it's you. It builds every single cell of you. And if there is one thing every human being must master, it's food. Because at the very least, eating, you do it every day, several times a day, every single day. You might as well get good at it. I'm your host, Shurina from createyourself.today, your personal nutritionist and plate watcher, your diet guide and explorer, your fat loss coach and food inspector. And just someone with a lot of passion and obsession and curiosity for healthy food, healthy diets, nutrition, optimized human performance, everything and absolutely anything you put in your grocery shopping cart, your fridge, on your plate, and in your mouth. It's my business. Food School, on a mission to help you eat better daily.
It's the last time I talk about food. It's the last time I talk about food.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School, Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Today is our last episode of the week, and as promised, today we're gonna finalize our series on lean and smart and sharp keto and low carb high fat diet for those of you who really want to master it, to get the edge, to feel awesome, have this amazing energy as they promise you on all those keto and low carb high fat blogs, that amazing look, sharp and lean and performing amazingly in the gym. So for those of you, this series are the things that you need to work on. And if you haven't listen to the previous episode on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, and there was one episode, I believe it was last week actually. Check them out on the overall view of sharp and lean keto and low carb high fat diet and what habits I recommend you to do and recommend to all my clients to do if you want to get that edge, that extra energy, that extra awesome feeling, that extra six-pack, I don't know, maybe 8-pack or something. Today we are finalizing the series with carb-up episodes. So why do you want to bring your carbs and calories also up on some days during your weight loss, fat loss journey, or your fat loss, weight loss goal achieving? So why do you want to do that? You might have heard, if you're in a diet world, in a weight loss, fat loss world, or just someone who likes to play with their body composition and you're in that world for a while, then you probably heard this term reverse dieting. Basically, it was first introduced into the world of fitness models, fitness competitors, bodybuilders who need to, really unhealthy and get unhealthy lean to get on that stage and to look the way they look. It's not a healthy weight or body fat percentage to sustain for life. But first, this reverse dieting concept was introduced in their world for them to restore their metabolic health, their insulin sensitivity, their hunger hormones, to basically get them back to normal metabolic place, health place, hormonal place, to get there. They needed to do the reverse dieting, or basically increasing their calories little by little so they don't put a lot of weight on and don't go binging, but they do restore all the functions, all their health, all their hormonal health. So basically, the idea is to get from low calorie place to higher calorie. That of course initially causes, and that's what you want, some weight gain, but a lot of times all of those athletes, they would just end up binging on food, saying gaining all the weight, because they got to that point, unhealthy point, that their body was just basically freaking out. And so not to do that, not to have to do that, because even if you do not get to that low body fat percentage, but you still cut a lot of weight or lose fat really fast. So for example, you are always in a calorie deficit, and you're always, at that in that weight loss, fat loss stage, and you always limiting the amount of food you eat, and of course with that you limit the amount of nutrients you eat, and that is really not great for your health, guys. And that's one of the reasons why you don't want to be dieting all the time, and that's one of the reasons why you are going, or you might go through weight loss, fat loss plateaus, because at some point your body just, I got enough, I gotta hold on to anything that we have left, because it seems like we're in a stage of famine and no food is coming soon. So that's why all those fat loss plateaus happen. And so to avoid them from happening, to avoid having to do reverse dieting and experience that weight gain and sometimes binges and cravings, to avoid binges and cravings and diet fatigue, to prevent major nutrient deficiencies, to prevent that yo-yo weight gain, weight loss, to basically to continue gradually losing your fat, feeling awesome, feeling great, having your energy up, having your metabolic health, having your insulin sensitivity, having your metabolism flexible enough to process fats and carbs for fuel as you need to do, to have your health, and also lose the fat that you want to lose too. And again, the most important thing is weight loss, fat loss plateaus. They are happening because you do not do those carb ups and calories ups, and your body basically slows down your metabolism, and your body slows down your fat loss, because if you're always in a calorie and nutrient and carb deficit, that's what the body will do. And for females, it will happen sooner than for males, but for males it happens too. So how to actually do carb ups and calories up? So you want to plan them. I recommend for people to do them once in 7 to 10 days. That's what works for most people, allowing you to still have the progress in your fat loss, weight loss, to still get the benefits of what you're trying to achieve, but prevent all this carb and food binges and cravings that you can't resist, to prevent metabolic slowdown, fat loss plateaus, nutrient deficiencies, hormonal imbalances. So you want to do those carbs ups, calories ups, and you want to do it like this that I'm going to tell you right now, to prevent fat gain, weight gain, and all out binging. So that's how you want to do that, because I'll explain one point at a time. So number one, stay away from processed foods. So carb ups, calories up, carbs up. Let's start with the amount actually. So how many carbohydrates you wanted to consume? Usually I recommend to go for 150 carbohydrates total with fiber in it. So for an average person, who's active, who exercises, but who is not a professional athlete, because professional athletes, especially endurance athletes, that's another story. That's a very unique situation. 99% of us are not professional athletes. So 150 grams of carbohydrates per day. Sometimes you can go to 200, depends again on your size, on your activity levels, on the amount of muscles you carry, but usually 150 tops. That's a good goal to shoot for. 100 for smaller females might be enough too, like myself. And again, fiber should be a huge part of it, because you're gonna eat mostly whole foods, and carbohydrates in whole foods usually come with a lot of fiber. So number one, the amount of carbohydrates, 150 with fiber, and fiber should be at least 1/3 of those carbohydrates. You can use any of the apps to measure it, like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer or Chronometer. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but those are the apps that I usually recommend my clients to use to let them count fiber for you. And then when it comes to calories, I usually do not recommend you to count calories. Just follow your eating schedule, the one that you have. So if you usually have 2-3 meals, then have your 2-3 meals, and that those meals allow you to eat whatever it is you want till fullness. And that leads us to our next important, very important point. You want to stick to only whole foods for them to work, and that will allow your natural hunger to work properly, avoiding all the urges to overeat and to binge and to do just another day of this carb up, calories up, and we all know where those just another day end up, and that's how you blow up all of your weight loss, fat loss efforts and just go back to square zero. You don't want to do that. That's why we're sticking to whole foods only, foods that are not designed and made to hit your bliss point to make you overeat. All those processed foods and snacks, and especially foods with a lot of processed carbohydrates and fats, all those foods, guys, and also flavor enhancers, they're designed to make you overeat. So I really wouldn't count on your willpower if you decide to include those in your carb ups. So whole foods only, that's my rule for you. And that comes to everything. Fat bombs, no, I do not recommend you to eat a lot of fat bombs and a lot of nut butters and a lot of processed foods. Like, even if they're from clean ingredients, eat whole foods. Like, if you want almond butter, eat almonds. If you want, what else? If you want peanut butter, eat peanuts. If you want some fruity flavor, eat berries and fruits whole, not some juices, dried fruits, or some snack bars. No, eat whole foods only. If you decide to eat something made from grains, like rice, for example, whole rice only. Prepare it in the way you want to prepare it. Use maybe a spoon or a couple of spoons of olive oil or coconut oil for cooking, but that's about it. So whole foods only. Again, that will help you to prevent overeating and binging, and will help you to maintain the fat loss, weight loss progress with all the benefits that come from carb ups, increasing your metabolism and your happy mood, and helping your gut microbiome to work better, and decreasing your inflammation and your cortisol levels, and preventing further cravings and binges and your weight gain. So all of this you will get, and the progress, if you stick to whole foods only, whatever whole foods it is you like. I don't know what number it is, but the next one is load up on fibers and colors. Usually, when we are going through diet, weight loss, fat loss phase, we decrease the amount of foods we eat, and with that, we decrease the amount of nutrients we get. And that is not good news for our health, for our well-being, for our hormonal balance, and so many other things, for our longevity. So when you do those carbs ups and calories ups, you want to include as many colors, and as much fiber as possible. So eat fiber-rich vegetables and fruits, and nuts and seeds are super high in fiber. So a lot of fiber, a lot of colors. Just load up on those. The next one, eat your protein too. You want to still be eating your protein to keep you full. So have average amount of protein that you usually have per day, whatever that number is. So include some protein that will keep you satisfied and will prevent you eating too much, because protein keeps you satiated, because our body needs protein on a daily basis, because our body recycles a lot of proteins, and we need some protein on a daily basis for different reactions that our body does every single day. It doesn't matter whether you exercise or not, what you do, or whether you fast or not. Our body does stuff anyhow. So if you are eating on this day, keep your protein the same amount, or if you feel like it, you might go a little bit higher, but again, keep it from whole foods, and that will also help you, that will keep you satiated and full, and will prevent naturally eating too much. Because if you just eat carbohydrates, you are not going to you're not going to feel full. So eat your protein too. The next one, avoid foods that don't work for you. Example, Myself, dairy products and me don't work together. We just don't like each other. Well, no, actually, I like dairy, it doesn't like me back. So when I do my carb ups and my calorie ups, um, I do not eat any dairy products because the next morning I wake up, if I eat it, I wake up feeling bloated, low on energy, craving stuff, and that can manifest itself into eating more stuff, more crap, and just not feeling good about myself, not feeling my energy as up as high as usual, and all sorts of things that will mess up my digestion for several days, and I will feel like I really, went back with my progress. That will affect my emotional and mental state of well-being a lot. So, and that will also increase inflammation, and you don't want to increase inflammation in any case. So, just don't eat foods that don't work for you. Also, grains do not work for me. That's about it, I think. Low quality foods like animals that were injected antibiotics or something like that do not work for me very well either on any day. So, do not eat foods that don't work for you. Just learn how to live without those foods that don't work for you, because at the end of the day, in several days, weeks, months, years, you're going to be happy that you created this habit when you eat foods that only work for you, because you're going to feel and look so much better without counting calories and all that stuff. So avoid foods that don't work for you. And the a bonus tip that I recommend to all of my clients: if you feel at this point like you really miss some fun foods, some, whatever that is, it might be your favorite cookie, it might be your favorite ice cream, it might be anything. If you feel like you really crave it, allow yourself to have it. But have it slowly, have it out of your house, and eat one serving. So order one serving in the best possible place. Maybe it's your mom making it, so just take one piece of cake home with you and be done with that, so you don't have the urge and the ability to eat more. Don't buy anything into your house. Don't buy a gallon of ice cream promising yourself you're gonna eat just one serving, and then we all know where that's going to end up. So don't do that to yourself. That just doesn't work for our brain. So if you really feel, it's not going to blow up your progress, guys, by the way. If you do it like I recommend you to do, it's not going to do much to you at all, to anything. It just will restore the sense of happiness, and that's important too. I don't recommend to you always try to get joy of living from your food, because we all also know where that's going to end up. But if you do want to, try something, experiment with something, then do it like this. Have one serving of the dessert that you really love, and have it out of your house. And do it really slowly, really, really slowing down the experience, savoring it, melting it in your mouth, smelling it. Really prolong that experience, enjoy it. Especially great to enjoy it with your friends or your family. Have one serving and be super happy about it. And so that's a bonus tip, how to do your carb ups and calories ups, to prevent metabolic slowdowns, the need to do reverse dieting, to prevent your weight loss, weight gain, to prevent binge eating instances, because you are always depriving yourself, and your mind and your body are going crazy. So to prevent that, to prevent cravings, to prevent hormonal imbalances, to prevent nutrient deficiencies, and to keep your metabolism flexible, to basically keep yourself healthy and well while you need to lose fat and lose weight if you need to. And that specifically, is needed for keto low carb high fat diet, because it is a very restrictive way of eating in a sense. And so you might especially if you do not design like I do your nutrition and meal plan really, really well, you are going to be missing a lot of nutrients. So to not miss a lot of nutrients and to keep yourself happy and prevent your metabolic breakdown and to prevent hormonal problems, do those carb ups, calories up, and that will keep your weight loss, fat loss flowing naturally, gradually in the direction you want it to go. So that's it for today, guys. Check out my blog. It's going to be linked in the show notes again about all these 5 steps that I recommend you to try for the next 2 weeks and to see. So this weekend, prepare this 2-week experiment and then implement these 5 steps and see how your weight loss, fat loss is going to improve. So to do that, check out the blog that I'm going to link in the show notes. And guys, if some of you are on the market for your six-pack abs, then this weekend and probably Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to be still interviewing people for my 3 months six-pack challenge. I'm going to take only 3 people, and I already have 10 interviewers done, maybe more because I haven't checked out my Calendly and my calendar yet. But you might still have a chance. So I'm going to take 3 people for 3 months through this experience because I need some more like holy moly transformational clients from, looking kind of like average to looking super awesome. So that's what we're going to do. And that's going to start on September 15th for 3 people that I'm going to be choosing over the next couple of days. So check out the link in the show notes too to schedule your interview. It's going to be short and I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions and see if it really works for you and for me. So that's it for today, guys. Have an awesome weekend. I'm flying to Greece today, so check out my Instagram for some Greece posts from the island of Crete. More sun, more activities, a lot of seafood. So we are flying to Greece. That's what's on for me today. So follow my journey. And don't forget to check the link and design your 14-day experiment to take your six-pack to a new level so you see it sooner. Anyhow, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Have an awesome weekend. And as usual, till next time, eat better daily.